For nearly 3 centuries, the Ming emperors ruled China with splendor and power. But behind the Forbidden City's red walls, cracks began to show. Corruption spread, famine struck, rebels marched, and in 1644, the capital fell. Not to a foreign army, but to its own people. The last Ming emperor hanged himself in his palace gardens, his dynasty ending not with a roar, but with a rope. But how did it fall? To understand the fall of the Ming dynasty, we must first understand its rise. After decades of civil war, the Ming, meaning brilliant or maybe magnificent, depending on your translation, swept to power in 1368. Over the next century, they built one of the world's largest navies and sponsored voyages of exploration that would make the young sailors famous. Famous around the world, they became known for their incredible feats of engineering, building the world's first true capital city on water, complete with an ingenious system of canals and dams to keep it supplied with fresh water from the river. And then there was the Forbidden City itself, a sprawling complex of palaces and gardens where the emperors would live and rule. For 2 centuries, everything seemed to be going well. The economy was booming, trade flourished. There was just one problem. Behind the scenes, things were going terribly wrong. The emperors were squandering the nation's wealth on luxuries. Rebel groups were gaining power, and a series of bad harvests had led to widespread famine. By the mid-1600s, the situation had become dire. The people were starving. The treasury was empty, and the empire was being torn apart by civil war. In 1644, a rebel army led by Li Zicheng entered the city. With the Ming army retreating, the Emperor Yongle desperately gathered his court and prepared to flee. But as his guards were leading him through the palace gardens, he saw that a noose had been set up. Apparently, his favorite concubine had committed suicide rather than be captured by the rebels. The emperor felt sorry for her. He didn't want to die. But as he stepped into the garden, he realized that the only way out was through the noose. So he took off his crown and robes, put on a blue cotton dress, and hanged himself. His dynasty was over, and China would never be the same again. If you enjoyed this video and would like to learn more about amazing stories from history's greatest empires, stay tuned.